Hello, hello. Happy Monday. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. We're playing more Schedule 1 tonight. I'm excited. I haven't stopped thinking about this game. Okay, that's a bit dramatic. I have been very excited to start playing this game again ever since Saturday. I've been scheming. What's up, Asher? Good evening to you as well. It's going good. It's going. I'm feeling good for a Monday. Feeling good for a Monday. It's maybe a little bit unusual, but I'm doing good. How are you doing? How was the rest of your weekend since we last spoke? Oh yeah, I'm excited to keep playing. Yawn. Can't start yawning. It's too early. I didn't do much else over the weekend. Played a lot of Overwatch. Overmatch. Other than that, just did some chores, some cooking, all those good things. Got ready for the week. Really just trying to get through the week. And then get my 3-day weekend on. And then go on vacation. So it should be fine. A little bit of trouble sleeping. I'm sorry to hear that. Make sure you're drinking enough water. I've said it before, but it was really weird when I discovered that being dehydrated can make you sleep poorly. Because I feel like I've been dehydrated my whole life. But I've never really correlated it with sleep quality until I started drinking a lot of water. Because I was working out. Because I've been working out. And then I realized when I would be not hydrated, I would sleep much worse than when I was hydrated. It was kind of weird. It's kind of weird. 5 liters a day. Okay, yeah, you got it covered. You're beating me. Try roll, like a barrel roll. What's up, Kill Assist? How you doing? Hello to you too. What you been up to? I feel like it's been a few days. Hopefully things are going good in your world. Exciting or not exciting, however you prefer. I'm gonna launch this. Hopefully this isn't loud. Had your best week ever? That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Genuinely. That's awesome. It's huge to have a best week ever. Like, that's incredible. I'm jealous. I've been pretty good. I traveled last week. I don't know if I talked to you since then. I think you popped in on the weekend briefly, maybe, or Friday. I don't recall. But traveled last weekend, or last week. Traveling again next week. And so life for me is like, it's good. It's actually in a very good place right now overall. Well, I mean, most of the time. But it's in one of those spaces where I'm like between several points of transition. And so I don't feel like I can settle into a routine right now. I feel like I'm just like trying to get through each day, and then after everything is said and done, I can kind of figure out, okay, let's get back into a pattern. Right now I'm just doing my best to keep a hold of things. I did work out this morning. I didn't work out at all last week, but I did work out this morning, and I thought it was pretty good. I had to go a little bit easy. I almost worked myself too hard, and I can't really do that. If I'm coming home and just like chilling on the weekends, I'm okay working myself as hard as I can, but doing that before work is generally a bad idea. I don't need to be throwing up before a full day of work. But yeah, in general, things are pretty good. Where I travel? No, that's okay. I traveled to Chicago last week for a few days. And then next week, I am traveling to Japan for a couple of weeks. So, all very exciting things. This should still work, right? Yep, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And Chicago was nice. I enjoyed Chicago. I'm becoming more and more of a city person. Can I get up there? I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Whoa. Neat. Useless, but neat. I'm becoming more and more of a city person. I would never live in a big city. I'm not that much of a city person, or if so, maybe for like a short period of time. But I do enjoy visiting cities more and more. Oh, we're supposed to be going and talking to someone at the warehouse or something. Gain access to the warehouse. Yeah, it's very refreshing to go to a city. It's a nice change of atmosphere. Have access to some good food. That's a big thing for me. It's really like 50% of the reason I travel. Like if I'm traveling, I want to go to museums and I want to go to restaurants, and that's basically it. Whoa. A key. What the heck? Sewer key. Oh, nice. That's basically the reason that I travel. I don't travel for much else. Traveling to places is always nicer than living in those places. Agreed. Yeah, which I guess is just kind of the unfortunate byproduct of tourism. Because you're right, like traveling to a rural place is nice. Basically, it's because you get to take advantage of all of the nice parts of it with none of the downsides, or like very little of the downsides, you know? You travel somewhere rural, you don't have to deal with the realities of living in a rural place, like lack of access to facilities and stuff like that. You travel to a city, you get to enjoy the city without having to deal with all of the city stuff. Dislike big cities because it's too fast-paced. I agree. And that's why I could never live in one. That's why I like visiting them, because sometimes I need a little bit of that energy in my life. All right, well. Yeah, sometimes I just need like the life. I need the culture, the arts and stuff like that. Like there are elements of cities that I really like, but I wouldn't want to deal with, like you said, it being as crowded, as busy. Like I need space, I need quiet. So my plan, my goal, my hope for my future would be to oh, there's so much trash down here. Would be to like these pill bottles. Oh no, those are beer bottles. Would be to live somewhere that gives me ready access to a city without it being too far, either by plane or what the hell? Hello? Crawl space access. By plane or, you know, driving there. Though I don't really like driving to cities. I actually much prefer to kind of scared of being down here. I don't know what the hell's going on here. What is that? A turtle? Oh, mushrooms. Mushrooms. We got some mushrooms, dude. We can start growing mushrooms. I don't really like driving to cities because then you have to deal with a car in the city, and my preference in a city is walking, taking Ubers, or taking public transportation. Like I really don't like, let me put it this way. If I have to deal with a car in the city, it kind of ruins it for me. It kind of ruins the experience. Where are we now? I don't even know. Interesting. Because then I'm stressed about parking. I'm stressed about like getting a ticket. I'm stressed about traffic, and like that's not what I want on my vacation. He and his family live near Paris. He works in it but lives out of it. Yeah. I don't know if I want to commute to a big city every day. If I could avoid it, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, depending on the city, I guess. But just like having ready access to a city for me personally is like important. Just for occasional excursions, you know? I want to go to the theater. I want to go and do something cool. Make magic mushrooms, dude. I'm gonna. That's I want to be a pill. I want to be a pill guy. I think that's going to be our primary drug product. But I mean, I'm gonna farm a little mushrooms, little shrooms. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we can buy the stuff to actually farm them, though, like grow them. I know we have them, but oh, let's go see. So we need to gain access to the warehouse. In order to gain access to the warehouse, we have to get to Hoodlum 4, I think is what it said. What rank are we? And how would we figure that out? I guess it'll tell us when we level up or when we sleep. Smoke the drugs yourself and give you a little boost. Oh, I just ate the mushroom. Don't do that, kids. Don't just like eat random mushrooms. That's a bad plan. We were tripping a little bit. Hi, Noodles. How are you? Thanks for popping in and saying hi. A car per person concept. Oh, no, absolutely. Like, I don't it's weird. It's a weird position to hold because I like driving. I like my car. I like cars in general. But all that being said, well, and I recognize that, like, because America's so fucking huge, cars exist. They have to exist. And as someone who also kind of wants to live a little bit rural, it would be like selfish of me to be like, it would be hypocritical of me to say like, oh, cars shouldn't exist. But that being said, if you were like, hey, we're going to turn all urban and suburban centers in America into like car-free places, I would 100% be about it. Because like I said, that's how I like to navigate cities. I like to be in cities, or I like to walk around them. I like to use public transportation. I like to do that because I find it just a more enjoyable experience. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. It's fine. We got a Coke. A status symbol. That too. I mean, that definitely grew out of it. No, I guess they always did kind of start as a status symbol, right? Because if you had a car instead of a horse and buggy, then that was like, that was big thing. It was big shit. Not being good, reliable enough. True. Part of it, as someone who's lived in places with public transportation, though, part of the, I should be like, I'm just like running through the police as I'm high. As someone who's lived in a place with public transportation, at some level it is logistical. Like, yeah, for a core city, you can definitely cover that with good public transportation, a subway system, a bus system. Even though like putting a subway system in place is billions and billions of dollars. So if they didn't think about that ahead of time, it's hard to do it after the fact. Ooh, this is cool. Wallpaper moving. But as you get further out into like suburban areas, I don't have any inventory space. It becomes increasingly difficult to like have a public transportation system, you know? Like having regular, reliable bus access to an entire suburban surrounding like metropolitan area becomes a much larger logistical task than just like, hey, we're gonna We're gonna do it. Oh, I need to put this fertilizer here. It gives us a little more space at least. Yeah, that becomes like a much larger challenge. I guess we'll just drink this Coke. I didn't really mean to pick it up to begin with. Don't throw it on the ground. There we go. We have some seeds. Not quite enough to plant everything, but... Oh, hell yeah, dude. Got that music going. Let's just swap these real quick. I didn't realize it changed the music. I like that. I should be smoking more. Do drugs, kids. It's great. Knowing in your city public transportation is free. Hey, but like that's not an unreasonable thing to provide based on like public funding, you know? It's not... Okay, well, I'm not going to say it's not expensive, but compared to the expenses spent on other things, it's not like... It's not unreasonable. And the amount of money it saves in other parts of infrastructure, road maintenance, parking, traffic enforcement, like all sort of, you know, environmental stuff, is huge. It's huge. Taking your advice and buying drugs right now. Do it. Go to the dispensary right now. Pick me up some. I've never done drugs in my life. I want to make that clear. Not for lack of desire, just lack of opportunity. So I planted those 4. I have one more. My last OG Kush. We need to order some more seeds. Human nip, isn't that just weed? I'm pretty sure that's just weed. We need to meet up? Why would we need to meet up? Want some granddaddy perp? I don't have... Wait, he'll just, like, give me dead. That's fine. Okay. I will need to grab some cash, but I think our dealer should have some for us tomorrow. Grab all of this. Oh, man. Kind of want to eat another mushroom, but I don't want to waste these. That's how it starts, kids. Oh, shit. I'm not out past curfew, I promise. I'm at home, see? Do we have jars? We do have jars. Let's get to packing. Oh, I could barely see it. What the hell? It's like invisible. Enough opportunities in America for what? Drugs? I mean, you kind of have to, you really have to like go out of your way. It's not like there's just people on the streets that are like, hey, you want some drugs? Like, that was a lie that was told to us growing up. And it turns out that that's very much not the case. Now, there are a decent amount of places with, like, legalized recreational stuff. Which I have been to before, but I have not been able to partake in any of the product which I purchased. Like, do that, I guess. Really need to sell these 3. They're not that precious. I really should just get rid of them. But I want to find someone good to give them to. That's the thing. This stack? Yeah, those are a stack. Those are a stack. Don't have any more OG Kush. So we can package those at least. And I guess I will put this here. Yeah, I guess it may be different nowadays. Now that legal, like recreational marijuana exists, it's probably more accessible than it was back in the day. But I say back in the day like it was that long ago. But I also heard that like recreational drug use is actually down in younger groups of people, like illicit drug use, them having access to things, because it's like not cool anymore. Back when I was growing up, weed was cool because like it was illegal. And so if you were trying to be like one of the cool kids doing something that you weren't supposed to be, then you were smoking weed. But now that it's legal and someone's older brother can just give them some, it's not like it's that cool anymore. Though I'm sure there's still tons of people doing it. Live in a junky kind of area in Germany. Okay, so I guess we'll keep all this on hand. Why do we have just some like random... I guess we can get one more sour diesel and one more green crack. Gonna need more jars tomorrow. I am not familiar with the reputation of Frankfurt. No. I'll admit I have relatively little knowledge regarding any reputation or stereotypes of European cities. It's another sour diesel. Except for Paris being, like, terrible. Which I've heard from a number of people. Sorry, Parisians. All right, we got some good supply. We'll get some more tomorrow. Get some more seeds. I think we have enough fertilizer, which will be good. Excuse you? Oh, it's me walking. I was like, what the fuck is that noise? Apparently Berlin's also shit, though. Like, that's what Yuma was saying on her stream this morning. See a bunch of containers next to it. At least 20 people who are stoned or whatever they can find. Ah, I see. I see. Well, I can't say much. It's not like the parts of America that I live in are particularly better than that, but it is what it is. Okay. So our dead drop should be ready. We also need, well, let's go by and give our dealer some more supply for him to offload and get some cash. Benji. There's a little low there, Benji. Well, he's not quite done with his supply, I guess. Keep on selling. Maybe we should increase our prices a little bit. You think we can get away with that? I feel like we're selling premium, like... Let's go up another $5 on everything. Granddaddy Purple's only... Am I listing any? Sell that. It's 43 and we're selling it for 65. We can also sell that for 65. Shrooms. I'm not selling shrooms yet. I don't have any manufacturing ability. I'm trying to figure out which of the weeds we might care about. Thick dick, obviously. Okay. Except it has huge shopping places. That's funny. That's one thing that doesn't really... Well, I'm not going to say it doesn't exist, because I'm sure there are some places in America, but, like, I don't know. I kind of miss malls. I kind of wish malls were still a thing. But I miss most third spaces, so that's not necessarily unique. Where... Dead drop behind Gas Mart? Ah. Way down there. They call Frankfurt the New York of Germany. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? You imagine every place in America is like Los Angeles? No, Los Angeles is like... You know when you go somewhere and it just feels distinct. You're like... You might not even be able to really describe it, but you can just tell that this place is unlike other places. You know what I'm talking about? Los Angeles is like that. I have spent very little time in Los Angeles. First off, I hate it, and I hate California, and I'm very vocal about these things. I'm not afraid of it. I will fight people. Most of my chatters are European, so it's not a problem. LA has a very distinct feel to it, and I hate it. It's like the worst thing in the world. It's so fake. This is how I describe America to even other Americans, because people where I live like don't have the best concept of what the rest of the country is like. And so I'm like, here's the rough breakdown of America, right? If you divide America into 4 sections, you have the Northeast, you have the South, you have the Midwest, and then you have the West. The Northeast, New York, Boston, that area, DC, Virginia, all up there. People seem mean, are nice. Like, they'll tell you to fuck off, but if you get hit by a car, like, you're gonna have a bunch of people coming to save you. Oh, okay, I guess. Okay. We're good. I just have some. I just have. Oh god, that's the first time in forever I've been searched. So Northeast, seem mean, are nice, or will at least care about you as a human being. The South, seem nice, are mean. Like, people in the South will be nice to your face, but they like some of the most like horrendous people in the world live in the South. The Midwest, seem nice, are nice. They're just like genuinely nice people. And then the West, seem mean, are mean. And particularly in California, like everyone in LA is looking to stab each other in the back for the smallest opportunity at success. It's such a hostile place. I feel like you'd have a lot of fun in LA for like 2 days and that's it. See, the thing is, there's not like, unless you're gonna go and tour, unless you're gonna go and tour Hollywood related things, there's not really anything to do in LA. Like LA, it proper. There are other areas around LA which have more things to do, but there's not actually any culture to California. There's Californian culture, but there's not anything beyond that. It's so self-interested, and it's really it really turns me off. I can't. I can't explain it. No, you're thinking of Las Vegas. Las Vegas is cool. It's kind of shit in many ways. Especially now that it's like a lot more expensive, but like Las Vegas is actually kind of fun because if you just fly into Las Vegas, take a shuttle to a casino, you don't even have to gamble because I'm not a gambling person. But like you can just like eat a bunch of good food and like drink 24/7 if that's your motivation. Go and see like world-class entertainment shows. You can go to museums. Like there's actually stuff to do in Las Vegas, weirdly enough. You can go to shops. There's so many shops, like high-end shops. Even if you're just window shopping, there's designer clothes. There's like Rolex watches. Again, a bunch of shit I don't care about, but it's still kind of cool. It's still stuff to do. LA has, I mean, it has that. I'm sure there's like shopping to do and things like that, but it's outside of, or in that context, it's just like not very, it's just kind of sad, in my opinion, anyway. You meant Vegas? Honestly, if I'm almost somewhat more encouraged if everyone's perception of America is Las Vegas rather than Los Angeles. I would prefer that we be thought of as Las Vegas, because at least Las Vegas has some redeeming qualities. Los Angeles is it's horrible. It's horrible. But also, like, as I know, most people know, 99.98% of the country is nothing like either of these locations. Nor are they like New York, nor are they like trying to think of other major cities that people would know. I mean, Miami, I guess. It is kind of cool, especially as I travel more. Like, I'm getting a better appreciation of the uniqueness of each of the American cities. What the hell's going on here? Shh. Shh. Nothing going on in here. Don't worry about me. Oh, I didn't plant any of my green crack. That's okay. We planted all the granddaddy purple, I guess. Cops are coming. They better not be, dude. They're making me nervous, though. Like, I got searched today. Now the cops are coming. I thought I could close these doors, but maybe not. Yeah, I used to hate New York, and I still hate parts of New York. But I hate it less than I used to. I think it's really just Times Square that I hate. The rest of New York City is totally fine. But Times Square is like obnoxious and American excess and all of that. This is cool graffiti. I don't think this has been here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be cleaning up the graffiti. There's a cop over there. Shh. There's also a cop there. There's cops everywhere. They're coming out of the fucking woodwork. I'm trying to pay off my debt here, bud. Guess I should have left the seeds there. I don't know why I brought them back here. That was a mistake. That's all right. We'll run them back tomorrow. I want to pay off my debt, though. I guess maybe I should be keeping some supply on me. Am I getting reputation with these people for, like... Yeah, it looks like I am, because they're all quite pleased from a reputation standpoint. Need to unlock a few more people. Chloe, what was her? She likes euphoric, shrinking, and munchies. I still haven't unlocked munchies. I think I have a strain that is euphoric at least, so maybe she'll like that. Associate New York with gangs and cops and stuff. That like a long time ago, back in the 80s and 90s, that's what like was going on with New York. They cleaned up New York a lot, and it really hasn't been like that since. It's very, very safe and quite clean nowadays as well. But I'm not surprised that that's like your impression of it, because even here in America, a lot of people's perceptions about large cities like that is based off of stereotypes and things like that. Guess we'll sleep. Do we rank up? Not quite. We're close to Hoodlum 4. We're getting there. Something should happen soon, I feel like. Yeah, I think I just, I mean, I guess we're just about to get into the warehouse, and I think that's probably where things really start kicking off, and we can start expanding into a more of an empire than what we currently got going on. Okay, put these back on the shelf here. Where we can start setting up like grow beds and all sorts of stuff. It should be. If it's paced well, that's what'll happen anyway. Give me that granddaddy purple. Which on some of the good music, yeah. Though this track is hitting too. I wonder why we're getting all this all the music right now, because we weren't getting good music like this before. It was just the same track. I don't know if I want to plant these again right now, or if I want to wait. I guess there's not any reason to wait. I can plant everything that I have, and then especially because I'm probably going to need a little bit more XP from planting and harvesting anyway. I don't even know how to describe this music. It's like a mix between industrial and like chill vibe. I kind of dig it. It reminds me of some more ambient, like 2000s Eurotech stuff. What the? Why can't I? Oh, because I don't have a seed in my hand, dummy. Kind of eerie having music now. Yeah, it is. And I don't remember it being as prominent. It makes it's kind of stressing me out. I'm like, what's happening that I'm getting music? Is someone coming after me? Is there like a story beat? Maybe it's because I took the drugs. Maybe that's the truth to life, is you don't actually hear music for the first time until you take drugs. Which, like, feels like what Jimi Hendrix was trying to tell us. We'll be able to fertilize all but one. I guess I can go and get one more fertilizer. Just because I don't want to have a couple of straggling, unfertilized pieces of drug. Non-premium product. I don't put out non-premium product. What kind of music you guys like? I have very diverse and somewhat eclectic musical taste. I like, there's very few, let me put it this way, there's very, very little music I don't like. Very little music I don't like. Basically, the only thing I've come across that I'm not a huge fan of, like, constant screaming, heavy metal. I like to at least be able to understand the words and perceive some sort of vocal melody. I like some screaming. I just don't want it to be constant. And then the only other kind of music I don't really like, largely because I just don't really get it. I don't, well, I get some of it, but I don't really resonate too strongly with the music itself, is like trap music. Schlager in any language. I don't know what that is. We want one fertilizer. I'm only buying one because who knows what's going on after we do all this. Yeah, those are really the only genres that I don't find some... That I don't at least have some of it that I listen to on a fairly regular basis. That's a thing in any language other than German. What's it like? Like, describe it to me and I'll see if I can place it. Really ugly music. Is it heavy, like, musically, like really just dissonant and kind of clashing, or oh, that was a good haul. I don't know what was in there. Okay, we gotta water everything. Then after all of this, we should be good. Also, I think I haven't been paying too much attention to addictiveness so far, largely because I don't think most of my stuff has any level of addictiveness. Well, okay, 2 of my 4 products don't have any addictiveness. The green crack, which I'm selling a lot of, does have addictiveness. I guess... Oh, thick cake is very addictive. Calorie dense and slippery and sneaky. I also don't know what addictiveness does. I guess I'm assuming it makes people want to buy more and more frequently. Look up Schlager on Spotify. Okay, I'll have to check it out and see if I can place it. It sounds... I'm curious, at very least, just based on your description, because it sounds like a... It must be very unique. If not, at least interesting. I think I'm going to lose the soil that I put in there, which kind of sucks if and when I move these to the warehouse. Though I don't know what's going to go on in this warehouse. I feel like I'm going to have to... Because I'm supposed to buy like a storage unit or something. So I don't know what's going to be going on here. Oh, we should get some more jars too. That'll be relevant for us. Only good if you're drunk and have lost your mind fully. That sounds like EDM or some sort of electronic music. Though I guess electronic music is typically less, it's less drunk and more like party drug, kind of psychedelics and stuff like that. What do we need? Jars? Just a bunch of jars. $60 for 20 jars seems like a lot. Maybe that's not the case, but... Can't think of any other music that really hits most specifically with when you're drunk. I'm very curious. Put those 4 there. I guess we'll package up. Don't got much else to do. Hello, Valkyrie. Good evening. How are you? How you been? I think I saw you on Saturday. I think you popped in very briefly, maybe. What's up? How's your Monday? Good, I hope. We're doing drugs. Like a cool kid. Trying to build our empire. Pop. Work was so slow today. I was bored out of my mind. Just returned from being with your mom for the day, since you only get Monday with her. Well, that's nice. What a pleasant day to spend. What a pleasant way to spend a day. I can't wait to see my family next week. It has been far, far too long, and I miss them very, very much. It'll be very nice, but that's fun. You get to see your mom every Monday, or most Mondays. Gives Oktoberfest vibes. Well, now I'm very interested, because I feel like I would be into Oktoberfest vibes, depending. Worst part is returning home. I get that. I was talking today with someone at my work about, like, and I think it's just a natural thing that most people, assuming, you know, people that have good relationships with their family, I'm fortunate enough to have a very good relationship with my family. Wait, that's not the one I wanted. That one. You don't really appreciate going home and seeing your family until you get older and you spend time away from them, and you get to a point where you're like, oh man, I need to spend more time with my parents, kind of thing. It's always very sad, but also nice. It's sad to leave, and I'm excited to go and see them and be closer to them in a few years. That'll be nice too. Hate being home most of the days. Home alone, you mean? Or home at your home? I think that's what you mean. All right. Well, kind of done for the day. Guess we should be mixing up some more thick monkey dick or whatever it's called. What was it called? Thick cake, excuse me. Thick cake. This was my nickname in high school. We should level up with that, right? Yes, we are now a Hoodlum 4. We can get a level 2 packaging station and gasoline. I wonder what gasoline does to our products. And now we can go to the warehouse? Oh, it's raining. Run. I don't have an umbrella. I didn't bring a jacket. We're going to the warehouse. Burn down houses. Yeah, I'm just going to become an arsonist. Arson simulator. What is this shop? Got shit. We'll buy it. Oh. You'll buy things? Okay. Well, that's cool. Thought that said cuck. Why you selling a clock? But I can't buy anything here? Interesting. Little side hustle? Are there really enough disgruntled people here? But you have to wait until 6 p.m. Oh, I see. I'm glad that this shady backroom stealings has an hours of operation sign on it. Are there really enough people in this town that are willing to pay for arson? Like, how long do you think you could get away with being a professional arsonist in a small town before you get caught? 2, maybe 3? Maybe 3? Unless you're in with the fire department. In which case, how are you not growing? Did I not water you? That's weird. I think the music happens primarily in my little, like, in my little grow house. A few houses. Yeah, apparently, like, they're really good at discovering arson. Like just forensically determining who an arsonist was. I don't know how. It's kind of crazy, but like, I respect it, I guess. Magical music for the magical drugs. That's right. That's right. I should just smoke up a little bit of my supply. Don't get high on your own supply. That's the number one rule. No, the first one's always free. After that, rule is don't get high on your own supply. You gotta buy it from someone else. That also fosters the relationship, you know? You sell them a little something, they sell you a little bit something, you all get high together. I feel like I'd be a good drug dealer. I feel like I have the right business sense for it. But I would be like the world's nicest drug dealer. I wouldn't be like able to bully people out of my area for coming onto my territory. I'd be like, dude, no, it's like chill. We can share. It's fine. Do whatever makes you happy. Live your dreams. I can still do it. I can still become a drug dealer. You ever see, or are you familiar with the story? There's a TV show about it. Called Our Flag Means Death, I think is what it's called. And it's the story of, first off, it's very funny. I watched some of the episodes. It's the story of this pirate who, like, wasn't a pirate because he was, like, cutthroat and, like, looking to just screw over royals and take goods. He was just a pirate because he was this rich kid, like this trust fund kiddo that got bored. And he's like, well, I guess I'll just go and become a pirate. I feel like I'd be that, but for, like, drugs. Oh, and I guess the important part of that statement was, like, he wasn't mean. He, like, taught his, like, sailors, his pirate crew to read, and, like, paid them all a salary, and there was, like, a democratic voting process. Like, he was just a very good leader. And I feel like I would be that kind of I would be that kind of pirate, or that kind of drug dealer. I'd be like, look, man, all right, I get that you're on the hustle right now, but I mean, how long are you really realistically going to be able to do this? Like, go and take some classes at the community college, get yourself an education. You know, I'll help finance it. I want you to do better for you and your kids. Like that. I feel like that would be the kind of drug dealer I would be. It's probably not how you make it in the business. What does that one lady want? She wants euphoric. I have energizing, but I don't have euphoric. Look, I'm just saying, like, people need to think long term. You know? They gotta do what's best for them. Sometimes you gotta invest a little effort now for a big return later. Be good at the business? Well, I would. I'd be good at the business because people would I'd be good at the business because I build good relationships with people. And then that guy that I sent to college, my drug dealer that I sent to college on the money that I made selling drugs, like he's going to come back and he's going to be like, guess what? I invented Apple. Here's 100 shares. And I'd be like, thanks, dog. Like that's how business works. You got to play the long game. Yuma, why didn't you tell me that I was pronouncing your name wrong for a month and a half? I feel like such an asshole. Panda Cat. Nya. Yuma, apparently. Hello. Hello, darling. How are you? Like everyone on stream. You said it multiple times. No, I want to call people by their correct terms, correct pronouns, correct names, correct animal identities. I'm pretty sure I've gotten everything wrong for you. I don't even know why I'm here. Oh, I can get gasoline. Give me that gas. What else can I get from you? Graffiti cleaner, spray paint. I guess I'll get more jars. Since we're here. I didn't know she sold them as well. Oh, I should get some mouthwash. This is going to be refreshing. Flu medicine? I already have a bed, right? Oh, I bet the energy drink gives us energizing. That makes sense. How are you doing? How's the rest of your day been since I last spoke with you? Good, I hope. Mine, as I was saying, was very, very boring. Oh, which was fine. I didn't really feel like working that hard today. Ah. The rain is making me sleepy. But still, I would have rather been home. Gotta like... What if we, what do we want? We probably want, like... Wait, this is calming and energizing? That's counterintuitive. We don't want that. Thick monkey? More like thick piece of garbage. Got him. What do we got here? We got some refreshing, calming, energizing... We want some green crack, and then we're gonna put it with a little bit of gasolina. Excuse me? Oh. Dun gasolina, whatever the words to that are. What if I just like put this in there and then... There you go. Start mixing. Euphoric, toxic, Purple Express. I want to meet the person that's looking for toxic weed. They're like, hey, dog, give me some of that toxic shit. That's what I need. I feel like if I give that to someone, I'm going to kill them. Did I get 50? Oh, shit. Yay! Yay! Celebration. 50. Hooray. I'll have to do something. I'll have to come up with some idea of something to do. Well, that's exciting. That made my evening. I noticed the other day I have 40 subscribers on YouTube, which is kind of remarkable. I really need to post some more clips. I just haven't felt like I have been amusing enough to clip lately. But I do need to go through and probably make some... Oh. Make some and put them online. I have been missing my various adoring fans in the online space. Yes. Indubitably. We've just been chilling lately, though. And that's okay. That is okay. I love the rain. I just want it to rain all the time. Except for one day a month. And then on that day, we get off work. Or that's the only day we have to work, which I think I would prefer. Because when it's raining out, I just get sad if I'm not home. Because I just want to be home doing nothing. None of these are a stack. Well. Oh, wait. We're supposed to be going to the warehouse. I don't really want to carry this with me, but I also don't want to be carrying this much cash. I shouldn't be bringing drugs. I can carry... There's so much more space on this shelf, dude. I literally don't have any space to store anything. Okay, I guess we'll take these with us. Maybe someone wants a Purple Express. Never mind me, I'm just a man sprinting with scissors through the night. Like a fucking werewolf. Arr. What's up, boys? Big Dick is here. It's a bowling alley? The hell? Why does he got a shotgun? Are these weapons legal? Oh, yeah, sure. Surely not. Most of them are probably not completely non-illegal. Uh-huh. Well, I have yet to run into a circumstance where I need a weapon. Let's hope that it stays that way. Who else we got going on in here? Got a loading dock. Hello, sir and or ma'am. Shh. Okay. You won't talk to me anymore with the curfew going on? Can I stay here? There's like a bed here. What's up? Igor is your name? It was Igor. Wow, I got it right. Yo, Manny. New guy in town? Probably. Gonna hire workers, you talk to me. Cleaners and packagers are pretty cheap. Botanists a bit more, and chemists are a bit more expensive. Okay. Well, I can't even do any of that yet. So, I don't really want to. I don't want to do that. Yeah, daily wage. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't think we're quite to that point yet. That feels like a bit more involved than I'm prepared for. I wonder if his weapons in Suspicious Warehouse are legal. You never know. He could be a certified distributor. Okay, this guy apparently doesn't have anything of interest to sell us. So now we gotta sprint our ass home after curfew. Under arrest? Under arrest? There's so many cops! Oh my god! I can't go back to jail! He's charging up the taser! Fuck! I'm wanted. No, you ain't seen shit. What? Police in here! I go in your house! Ah! You can't catch me, motherfucker. We're going to the docks. Oh, we can escape into the underground. Need for Speed Underground. See you later, nerds. I'm going into the creepy tunnels. How is there lightning down here? Okay. I think we escaped them. I probably wouldn't even gotten in that much trouble. But I am carrying 2.5 grand on me, so. No! What? I was so close. I was so close. We're gonna hide in the trash can. No, 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 no. Ah! Ah! God damn it. Oh no, what happened? Do we just reset? You've been convicted for violating curfew, evading arrest, and possession of low severity drug. He confiscated my drugs and charged me $170. Okay, that's like nothing. It's way less devastating than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, the warehouse sucked. I don't know what I need. I guess the dude who's gonna sell us I like how they just returned me to my bed. They're like, ah, yes, you can go back to bed. Night night, and they just tucked me in. Well, it's kind of a bummer that they took those 2 products, but I didn't really lose out on that much, to be honest. Just like $100 or so. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, what? They want me to fucking just like shoot someone? Just blast their head off? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not mean like that. Maybe I should pawn this bat. If I'm not gonna beat someone up, I can probably pawn these items. You know? Boom, 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 boom. All right. Here's what we need to do. We need to go and get some cash. Beat up the cops. That sounds like a bad idea, Asher. That sounds like a very poorly thought out plan. What's up, Benjamin? $7,000 dues. We're fucking loaded, brother. It's probably just easier to deposit everything and then withdraw some of it. I forgot I have a weekly deposit limit. Does that subtract from my weekly deposit? No, it doesn't. Just run him in and swing the bat. I you know, knowing how to fight the cops was not the problem that I was dealing. Like, it was not my obstacle. Pickpocketer, take her gun. This is our chance. Yeah, why don't you take these 2 things? Mixed temper. Come barter with him. 16? You can do better than that, buddy. Let's try 20. Can you imagine being like, he's like, I'll give you 16, and you're like, no, 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 no. Give me 20, we have a deal. He's like, all right, you have a deal. And you're like, no, 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 no. Actually, give me like 25. Like, you negotiate again after he agrees. Can I help you? Oh, shit. My bad. Oh, I thought this was milk. You know, instead it's horse semen. I'll take 10 of them. Oh, God. I don't have any regrets. Whatever could be holding you back. You know, getting killed is a surefire way to make it so I can't sell any more drugs. And if my goal is to sell all the drugs, then that's kind of counterproductive. Well, I guess we should do this. I'm never gonna stop hitting P. I don't understand what my problem is. Do I need to, like, go to a different region? How do I get to a different region? Oh, I can hire deliveries? Oh, shit. That's cool. Pat you on the head and tuck me back into bed. Yeah, it does seem like that's kind of their strategy. What? Oh, you can just buy Addy at the fucking gas station? Hell yeah, dude. This is great. Snort that shit. I need to talk to Alberto. What happens if we meet up? I don't know why. He says he's next to the mayor's house? Oh, it's all the way over there. All right. Hey girl, you want some drugs? Recently completed a deal? No, you don't need that. Give me that. Just take it like right out of her hands. Look, it's a Pac-Man ghost. It's Blinky. Oh, I thought that she was on a walkie-talkie. Like she's a fucking rat. Undercover rat. Huh. Also, if I get arrested, then I can't pick up all the world's trash. Really, my goal should just be to hire a bunch of trash picker-uppers for the city. Turn this place into a sparkling metropolis. Who are you, Death? Oh. I haven't even unlocked this region, I guess. How do I get back to that desert? Can I even get back there? Because there was like another little town area, right? Is this where... Oh, he's like hiding off over here in the bush. Is that Jesus? I think that's Charlie. Moist Critical. Brother, I don't think you can just be like posted up next to the mayor's house like this. What is happening? Yeah, sure. Oh, you can just like buy them straight up instead of having to dead drop them. That's cool. I feel like he should give me a discount. I feel like I'm a loyal customer. All right, good deal. What did he say to me? Get your supplies delivered directly to your properties. Oh, shit. Nice. Does that include my house? Because I would love to have things delivered directly to my house. Or the grow house, I guess. That would be incredibly convenient. Don't mind me, I'm just picking up trash. Because no one in this fucking town knows how to use a trash can. Where to now? I guess we should go and plant some more stuff. We're gonna need more fertilizer. I really need to be able to order this stuff in like bulk. Which I guess our next plan should be to... actually, let's go and check that out. I don't remember exactly what the real estate offerings were. I think it was right over here somewhere. Maybe a little bit further up. Laundromat. Oh, we can buy new clothes too. Get some sick digs. Chug down half a liter of milk. Protein maxing, I see. Is this only 10,000 for a post office? That's not bad. I don't know what it'd be good for, but I guess it'd be a pretty decent front. No, there's not really any. There's not really any unused space here. Yeah, this would be like a business location, but not an actual place for our drugs. Where is the real estate office? Here's your RV. Here's the auto place and the auto shop. I thought it was right over here. Maybe not. Because over here, that gets to be residential stuff, right? Huh. Rest in the microwave till tomorrow evening? Well, you should put it in the fridge. It'll spoil if you leave it in the microwave. There's dangerous diseases that can grow. Is that it? Ooh. What do you got for sale? Gold bar! Oh shit, this is the real end game. Getting all sorts of cool stuff. Get blinged out, dude. Here's the real estate office. Hello. So the storage unit is 4,000. The bungalow is 6,000, and then the next jump is 25,000. I feel like we should get the bungalow. I hope so. Don't get sick. I don't want you to get sick. Let's buy the bungalow. Payments are made from your online balance. Yes. All right. We still got a good amount of money. We could actually buy both technically, but I should see what the... So, wait, where's the bungalow? He's just like, all right, you're good. Bungalow over there, really? Interesting. We should swing by our motel room. And drop off these seeds so we're not carrying them around with us. Starting to learn how to navigate the town, at least. We can also probably get a skateboard. Might make things go a little quicker. There's actually nothing edible in there. I also used to have the same issue, and now I still kind of have the same issue, but it's intentional. Like, I've basically moved to the point where the only stuff in my fridge are like drinks and like I have a good amount of drinks and then raw materials to cook dinner with, and then like some leftovers or whatever I've meal prepped for the week. But other than that, I don't have things just sitting around, which kind of sucks when I'm just feeling munchy and I'm like, man, I would really like some food, like something to eat. And it's like, well, you have Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. And I'm like, well, that's not really what I'm looking for right now. But that's I've run into the same issue, and I will say, like, cutting down on the amount of stuff in my house was helpful in that regard. Can I put these jars on here? No, that's currently full up. We should have some thick monkey. Light it up. It's calming and energizing. I like how the music distorts. That's cool. What if we have some thick cake too? I'm really just trying to get these out of my pockets. Oh yeah, now. Oh, I'm so slow. And I'm like sliding all over the place. Oh, and the alarm's going off? I would freak the fuck out. I would be like, oh shit, they're coming for me, dude. Oh, I could have put them right there. I had storage space. What am I doing? Alright, we gotta sleep this off. Gotta go to bed. Yeah, I've often had some issues with snacks. Like, I had to find some snacks that were guiltless, relatively healthy, just for my health mindedness, and also not the kind of stuff that would go bad. That's the other thing, is because if it sits around for a while, I didn't want something that was gonna like just end up decomposing, which happened a lot when I would just stock up on snacks and stuff. Is I would get stuff and it would go stale and all that kind of thing. Is this where we're at? Oh no, one house over. Oh, we got, so this is like a full on house with a loading bay in the front yard. Oh man, this is our place. Can we have a bedroom? We can. The windows are boarded up, so that's kind of scary, but I mean, this is not bad. It's a waterfront property. Actually kind of like this. It's not I mean, it's not like super nice, but it's certainly functional. What was the $25,000 property? There was one that was a barn, and then there was actually one that was $50,000, but I didn't see what it was. I should have paid more attention to it. I'm trying to sort of strategically plan where I want to move in. Nice snack like a yogurt or something? Yeah, I get that. Keeping yogurt around has been one of the best things that I've done, because I like me just some good yogurt. Some good yogurt granola. If I have some fresh fruit going on, a little bit of fresh fruit in there too. Perfect. Perfect. My snacks are like that, pistachios, and dried cranberries. Some craisins. That's pretty much the extent of like my snackedness. I do have some healthier chips, but I try not to eat them that much. Because they don't understand. Well, it's a nice gesture, I guess. Even though it would be nice if they got you something you actually liked. It's the post office. What was the last one? Oh, and there's also businesses to purchase. Laundromat, post office. Post office is not... Wait, maybe these make passive income? I'm wondering. Yeah, these might actually be passive income. So the final property was the Docks Warehouse, which is a ton. Let's buy the laundromat. We might also just straight up buy the, we also might just buy the warehouse and move all of our stuff there and kind of expand our operations. But I don't want to do that quite this second because I want to have enough overhead to get supplies to continue making making stuff. Chocolate pushed in your hands. Really? Is that like a cultural thing? Is chocolate just very, very popular there? Because, I mean, I guess chocolate's a fairly common gift at holidays here too, but... Okay, so... Aha! Wait, is this just laundering money? Oh, shit! I just dumped all of my money in there. Well... I'm a little light on cash at the moment. Little, literal money laundering. Loves giving away different shaped chocolate to all of her grandchildren. Well, that's a sweet gesture. It's the kind of thing where you're like, yeah, I might not like it, but Grandma's giving it to me, so I'll do it for Grandma to make her happy. Okay, we have some soil, but we're gonna need more, or it'll be good to have more around. Probably should not be leaving the door open. And yes, the premium on this soil is worth the convenience, even though it's not necessarily fully efficient. Hey, and there you go. 2 for 1, right? You get to make someone happy for giving you a gift, and you get to give someone else a gift and make them happy. As someone who's not a big gift person, I definitely get that. Or I appreciate the ability to like give someone a gift. No, stop. Can you imagine my neighbors if they just saw me like frequently just pouring massive amounts of fertilizer and soil bags into the like trash compactor out here? They'd be very concerned. Love giving gifts but hate receiving them. I get that. It's kind of like receiving compliments, where it can be very like difficult and awkward to actually receive it. They'd ask for prices. It's actually probably good advertising. They're like, hey, I know what you got going on in there. Cut me in on that, or I'll report you to the cops. What's up, Dre? How you doing? Yeah, giving a reaction. I agree with that. I have a difficult time seeming or like appearing authentically like grateful, even if I am like really excited about something. I have a difficult time appearing excited just because I'm a very muted kind of person. I'm nonchalant, as the kids say these days. And so I kind of feel bad because people are like, "Oh, I didn't know you actually liked it." And it's like, "Yeah, no, I loved that. It was great. It was an amazing gift." I'm sorry that my like immediate reaction did not convey that. Just waking up from a nap, nice. I am good. I'm feeling pretty energetic for a Monday. I'm feeling good right now. Can't complain that much. I'm a little tired though. Just a touch, not too tired, but some tired, because I've been staying up late lately. And ooh, thank you for the head pats. I've been staying up late lately, and I got up early to work out as I usually do this morning. So I didn't end up getting as much sleep as I normally do. And so I'm a little bit on the sleepy side. So I will finish up stream and probably go right to bed. Oh, I need fertilizer. That's the other thing. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly the kind of thing that you feel like. You feel like you have to. You feel obligated to exaggerate your reaction so that other people understand how you feel. Even like it would be nice if they just understood and accepted that, and took your word for it when you said that you were excited about something. It's tough. It's annoying, and it adds stress to the experience where it doesn't need to exist. And it's kind of a shame, because I'm like, there's probably other reasons psychologically why I don't like receiving gifts, but that certainly doesn't help it. Certainly does not help it. And it would be nice to not have to deal with that. Okay, I'd like I need 8 fertilizers. Do we have enough for 16? Is that going to be too much? No, because he charges from the... Are you cash only? No, you're card only. Let's get 16 fertilizers. And that'll give us 2 rounds of products, which will be good. Just have to make sure that I get this on them before the night is up. Yeah, I'm bad at receiving gifts for that exact reason, and I'm bad at I'm bad at like getting recognition for stuff. But I've never wanted to walk at my graduations. And I understand now that those events are not really for the person who's doing it. They're for like the parents and the family to like celebrate in the achievements of someone that they care about. Because those events are much more fun for the people who get to be proud of someone rather than the person who put all the work in. Because like when you did all the work, you're just like, it fucking sucked. I'm ready to be done. Like, I want to leave this place. This was miserable. Whereas like the people who weren't exposed to that at least get to celebrate in the end product, even if it does feel like other people didn't necessarily understand what you've been through. But yeah, my parents would never let me not walk for any of my graduations, which I'm glad I did, but still, at the time I did not want to. Okay, we have enough seeds for another round. You have some money for me? It could have been better. How much product? You have no product left? Oh my god. We're running real low. Okay, the soundtrack kind of slaps. All these songs are kind of ridiculously good. I'm so thirsty right now. I don't know what's going on. Jorts in a t-shirt. Yeah, it's like, I get it. I get the motivation. And I am not one for like pageantry and pomp and circumstance, so I don't personally care about that, because like everyone else that's around me, I'm like, yeah, I don't identify as one of you. Like I don't want to be a part of that. I kind of reject the idea of being a part of it in general, which is not the healthiest or most sociable attitude, but like I said before, it's not really for us. And once I realized that, I was a little bit more on board with it. Where's the last one? Hello? There we go. It was perfectly hiding. The same school at the exact same time. Yep, that's the way things go. Can never repeat the past, for good or bad. I wouldn't say I have a lot of regrets from my past, because I'm pretty happy with where all of my decisions led me, And that's really the only context in which I can... Oh, no. I'll deposit. What? Can I not... Oh, I'm at my weekly limit still. Oh, yeah, and I got money I can pick up from the laundromat. That's where all that went. Forgot. Let me put all of this in place first. So I don't have what I would call like true regrets, because I wouldn't change anything, but there are things that I wish I had paid more attention to, maybe, or valued differently at the time. And on your birthday? Oh, man. That sucks. That sucks. That's the last thing anyone wants to do on their birthday. Not a big birthday person. I've never placed much stake in my birthday. I'm actually trying to do it more as I get older, because I've had some friends that are like, no, you should be using that as a self-care day. That's a somewhat socially acceptable thing to just like do. And I'm like, I probably should be being a bit kinder to myself just in general, but that's a good excuse to do it. Even though historically I've never really considered my birthday to be all that of an important occasion. I guess the biggest thing that's changed with me over time, because I used to be like, why would you have any party? Why would you ever do anything? Like, weddings are dumb, parties are dumb, having people over is dumb. I know that's kind of like an extreme standpoint. That's not necessarily my thought process, but like what's the point of house parties, all that kind of thing. And as I've gotten a little bit older, I've come to realize that there's a lot of... First off, I'm just more of a sociable individual now. I'm less anxious. And with my friends, like, obviously I want to have them over and I want to like have people have a good time, and I want to have a good time with my friends. So that's part of the maturation experience. But I also am like, I've learned that there's value in human ritual. And I remember being at my friend's wedding, one of my best buddies' weddings. And and I was sitting there and I was like, I get why this is important. Not because it really has anything to do with the actual event itself, but the act of getting together and going out of our way to be there and be together. The intentional act of being present in each other's lives was very like, that's the point where I was like, I understand. I understand what these things are for. They are a celebration of life stages, and it's very important to do that, I think. Water the damn plant. It's gonna be nice when we're beyond the manualization of this stage. Though it's kind of interesting that you have to... Well, you don't have to, I guess. You could continue to do everything yourself, but you can automate pretty much every single role, which is kind of interesting. I feel like there's one role that I want to be responsible with, but I don't know what it would be. Matter of birthday, wedding, or other celebrations. Yeah, and that's really what it came down to. Is like, it's not about the event; it's about being with those people. And I don't know if this is just a me thing, but I do think it's the thing that happens kind of as you get older and time starts to be weird and different. Like, you start to think of life as a series of those events. You know, you start to think of life as like, or you remember these discrete things. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is like, the longer life goes on, the more you forget about the day-to-day, but you remember very specific occasions. Like, I remember that wedding very clearly, and other things like that. And I think that's why they're important, is because they allow us to, I don't know, for lack of a better term, sort of escape the time dilation. You know what I'm talking about. There's definitely something important to that, I think. All right, I guess we have a bunch of product that we just haven't been moving. It's just sitting here on our shelf for some reason. Don't worry, we're gonna load this guy up. Should we mix these with some stuff? I'm wondering. Yeah, you get it. You get it. I'm glad someone else is on the same page. It's not the most elegant articulation of it, but you get the message. Need more jars. So can I just like Uber Eats jars to me? It said it'll be delivered. Let's see. Deliveries. General legal supplies. Give me some more jars. To the sweatshop. Has no loading dock. Okay, so it has to have a loading dock. So the bungalow is where we can deliver it. There's a $200 delivery fee? You're out of your mind, dude. God, it's just like fucking DoorDash. It's like, oh, how would you like to pay $40 for your hamburger? Absolutely not. I will put on some pajama pants and drag my ass there. It's a mile and a half. Hell, I'll do it naked if I have to. I'm not paying $40. $200, that's crazy. Tariffs hitting hard. Did I put the rest of those jars in there? No, there they are. Couple more jars. Don't have anywhere to put those. That's all of our product. We're still hanging on. We should baggy the OG Kush and the sour diesel because we're not making any more of that. So we're always going to have some leftovers. So we need 7 bags in total. And we can give these to what's his face as well. Excuse me? Yeah, you better keep walking. Yeah, fuck you, bud. He didn't hear us. $200 delivery fee for a $50 product. I'm telling you, That's crazy. I thought it was like, I thought my eyes were lying to me. Can't believe that. Oh, I forgot we can buy a new packaging station. I wonder what that entails. Okay. Green crack. Do these not stack? Oh, they do. Sour diesel, OG Kush. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this product. Oh, we are about to be so rich. Fits in the baggies, right? They're the perfect size for these little buds. It just slides right in there. Nice and snug. You know what else slides right in there nice and snug? Alright, bud. Have I got some shit for you? I guess I'll try and offload the sour diesel myself. Some nice refreshing weed for the boys. Enjoy that. Go forth and conquer, bud. I need to see if I can negotiate a a better rate with him. Should actually go and see that right now, because he's taking a 10% cut, 20% cut. I think it's 10%. I don't think it's 20%. 20% would be ridiculous. Did I get all my laundered money? Maybe I did. I guess I did. Yeah, I guess it just gave it to me. Okay. Well. Oh shit. It's not curfew yet, right? It's getting close, but it's not quite there. Realize it's drug money anyway. Well, that's why we're laundering it. Though I guess laundering it would mean you would have to pay taxes on it. I mean, that's how they got Al Capone. You know, you got to pay your taxes. They'll get you on that. I came here to... Benji's out dealing. Oh, he deals at night. What a fucking G. We can harvest before curfew. I believe in us. Let's get it all. We'll plant more tomorrow. Guess if you really wanted to maximize efficiency, you would do 2 plants a day, but that's unnecessary. Go, 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 go. Right under the buzzer. Yeah, but I guess if you did launder your money, you should pay taxes on it. At least any that you spend, you would have to pay taxes on, because otherwise they're gonna get you on that shit. We should consider buying the upgraded packaging station too, because it very well may at least earn a little bit of or not earn, have some extra like space to store stuff, packaging or whatever. So that would be really nice. And then we can pawn the other one for probably not much, but a little bit of something. Rotary packing tool allows for much faster packing of products. Interesting. It's kind of expensive. I'm assuming it's going to continue to be relevant, though. right? Lockers are also something that we're probably going to upgrade to at some point. I don't think that packing is currently like our rate limiting step. Ooh, that's expensive. And we need a bunch of fertilizer too. Inventory won't fit everything. Fuck. Okay, let's buy that first. This is a skateboard. It's only 1,500 for the gold one. Do I have to keep that in my inventory? Off-road skateboard. Oh, interesting. I like the gold skateboard. Oh, it is in my inventory. Well, I don't want to keep it in my inventory. It's kind of lame. Wait, does money not get taxed from your paychecks in America? No, it does. It gets taxed twice. It gets state and federal taxes taken out of it. Well, I mean, okay, technically your employer could elect to not take, or if you're a certain kind of employee, your employer won't take taxes out of it, and then you'll have to, but you still have to pay those taxes later. You just have to, yeah, you just do it later instead of like at the time of you getting the money. Why that's an option, I have no fucking clue. Taxes in America make no fucking sense. Yeah, it's strange. I'm sure there's some logic behind it when you get down to it, but I honestly couldn't tell you what it is, to tell you the truth. Okay, and now we need the fertilizer. What were we gonna do? We were gonna buy the warehouse and then move a bunch of stuff to our warehouse. And then we can kind of... Oh, and we have the bungalow. So I don't really know if we need to be using the sweatshop for anything. Why taxes aren't included in the price. I think that just has to do... I mean, you're probably right. I think that has to do with just the fact that, like, a lot of things are nationalized. So, for example, like, a big business like Walmart has locations all over the country, right? And they probably send out this thing that's like, this is the price. Well, no, because stuff's more expensive in California. So, yeah. I think it's because the only way to do that would be to round. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to figure that out. It doesn't make any sense, and it's quite silly. Oh, I don't have enough seeds. I forgot the one critical part of this entire process. It is annoying, though. I mean, well, okay, I say it's annoying, but, like, the amount of times where I've actually been affected by that is exactly 0. So, it's $2 while the price is $1.99, and they think they'll be able to get it. Yeah, I can imagine that there are some scenarios where that has manifested itself. And I guess I'm speaking from a place of privilege where I'm not, like, operating on such tight financial margins that I really have to sweat the difference between, like, you know, looking at something. I don't have to be doing the mental math of, like, okay, with tax, this is going to be all this much. Do I have enough money to buy it? Like, I'm fortunate enough that I don't necessarily have to worry about that. So, but I can imagine for other people it would be more challenging. I think it's probably a business motivation thing where, like, the businesses don't want to they don't want to advertise with the tax price because that makes it seem like things are more expensive, which they are, but it's not the business's fault, quote unquote fault, that they're that expensive, because tax is added on top of it. So It would make sense if a law was passed that's like, hey, you have to advertise with tax so people can do and make an educated choice about how much money they're spending. Because as it currently stands, the business is kind of like, well, don't get mad at us that it's more expensive than that. That was our price. It's the government that's taking your money. Okay, what am I doing? What's our strategy here? What's our stratagem? What do we want to do with this house? Is the question. I definitely want the house to be where I set up like all of my stuff and live. I just don't know if there's anything like, do I want to do packaging and stuff out of my house? I don't think so. I don't want my house to get raided, but at the same time it has like, my house has the delivery dock, so I can get stuff actually delivered there, and that's kind of convenient. So I'm kind of torn on what to do. I guess we'll work up some more money. We'll wait for Benjamis to sell kind of that whole big haul, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing with what we have right now. And then once that's done, we'll buy the not the warehouse, but the storage unit, and we'll take a look at that and see what moving in there looks like. I think that sounds like a good plan. We're going to have a lot of property, and I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. It's not a problem. It's just I'm a bit confused. Huge drug factory. Well, that's the end goal. The question is, what do I do with like what am I going to do with the hotel room once I move for all of my stuff from there into the storage unit? I don't need to have both places. Did I not get? I guess I didn't get the. Guess I didn't get the rest of the jars. I didn't pick those up. It's all right. It's right over here. Like, kind of in the same way that I guess I'm going to get the post office and all this kind of stuff. I'm a little bit confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing with the space. You can cancel them since I'm still paying weekly rent. I tried to do that, and I was wondering if I was. I should check on that, though. Because that would be nice. I don't need to be paying for... let's just get 40 jars. I'm just running a canning business. A jarring business. Jar Jar Binks, call me. Where is my room? Okay. Yeah, you know, I also thought I was still paying rent. Maybe, let me go and check the hotel to make sure I'm not paying rent here. Shh, don't mind me. I'm not doing anything suspicious. Nor is Benji. Interested in some sour diesel? What does she like? Refreshing, lethal, and munchies. Oh, she likes refreshing. 50 bucks. She's pleased with us. Yeah, so I don't think I'm paying weekly for this. Which is good. It's not costing me anything, but I guess I'll just leave it. What do I need? Oh, I need more seeds. That's what I didn't do. Let's just have him do a dead drop, I guess. Some more perps and greens. That might have to wait until tomorrow. About to fall asleep again, dude. Do it. Let me lull you to sleep. Let the chill tunes of our drug room really really do it for you. Tired during my streams? I've been told that my streams give off sleepy vibes. Very cozy, sleepy vibes. Not to brag or anything. I think we'll leave these. Let's, oh. Music just got real intense. We'll fertilize these and then we'll just need to get more seeds. We'll wait to water these though. Can't water the ones without a plant yet. Can't really sleep when people are talking. I can't either. I've always wanted to fall asleep like with YouTube on or podcasts or something like that. But I've just never been able to do it because my brain is like too focused on listening to what they're saying and like trying to mentally engage with whatever's going on with the television, and yeah, that just ends up not really working out for me. It has to be, my sleeping conditions are very specific. It needs to be cold, it needs to be dead quiet, and it needs to be very dark. Also, if possible, I need to have a heavy blanket. Because that also helps me sleep. But it's not required. I can get to sleep without it. Constantly talking, but not when it's like silent and then they suddenly say something. Yeah, I will say that's like a big barrier. If I can see myself if there was like a streamer that always streamed at the same time. When I was going to bed and they what is it? And they were like had really good audio balancing and they didn't like yell out aggressively or anything like that. Also the brightness from the TV has to be pretty consistent too. It can't be like flashing bright sometimes, and that's kind of hard to achieve. I really would have thought that at this point we would have TVs that like auto balance audio or like, you know, calibrate and regulate audio to a certain output level. And also like I have had some TVs that try to be a bit adaptive, and honestly it's a pain in the ass because they think they're clever but they're not, and then it just ends up looking like shit. So probably actually don't want that. But all right, it's nighttime. I'm gonna go grab some more water real quick. Man, that's like one of the largest disappointments from childhood. I would have assumed that we would have had TVs where it's like, okay, set how loud you want it to be, roughly, and it will balance to that. But no, commercials are still really loud. Though I haven't seen a commercial in freaking forever. Commercials are still really loud. Shows are still really soft and poorly balanced. Generally can't sleep unless you're dead tired. Yeah, I understand that. I will say, like, one of the good things I've done, I guess, or about being busy and kind of like waking up early, is I never have any issues getting to sleep, because I'm like dying for as much sleep as I can possibly get my hands on. Flying. Look, here's the thing with flying cars, and I'm not going to claim that this is like a me bit, because I'm sure funnier people than me have said this before, but like, I don't trust people enough to let them pilot like flying cars. I don't. Where's my dead drop? Brown apartment block. We own the RV. Do I not? Oh, at Brown apartment block. That's the stash we're getting. Okay. Yeah, like, I can barely trust people to drive effectively and semi-safely on the road, like normally, let alone if they had a flying vehicle. That's kind of where my thoughts about self-driving cars changed, because I was like, oh man, self-driving cars, that sounds like really dangerous and a problem. And then I was like, would I rather have the average person on the road or a self-driving car? And I'm like, you know what? Give me the self-driving cars all the way, because I trust that computer more than I do my fellow human 90% of the time. Was it Molly? Can Molly sell me some Molly? I really want to get some party drugs. Let me get some good stuff. I don't want to have to keep up picking up trash like a peasant. God, I hate it every day. Like, I don't get angry about it, because my life would be miserable if I got mad about the things that other people are doing. I get annoyed with how little forethought people put into driving, and how much it places me at risk because they're not thinking about where they're going. Like, the number of times people cut across like 2 or 3 lanes of traffic to make an exit in like 500 feet is just ridiculous. It's, yeah. And it's because they're not thinking. They're not like, oh, I need to be getting off here. They're just like, oh, I'm supposed to get off here. Let me force this as a problem. Whereas, like, if that happens to me, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going up to the next exit and turning around. It takes me a whole extra 3 minutes. And you know what? I don't die. But many people don't think like that. They don't care. And that's what, like, is the most frustrating thing. It's like, you just don't. It's also why I don't really get people that speed. And granted, I keep up with traffic. So, like, if going the speed limit would make me be going like significantly slower than everyone that's around, I'll keep up. But I don't just go fast as fast as I can, because I believe that that's my objective, and I'm not in like a rush to get to wherever I'm going. And I don't understand people that speed, because you save like literally a minute and a half if you do the math, and that's like probably less than that. And so the appreciable amount of money that you save compared to the risk that you're putting yourself and other people at is just ridiculous. Like there's no reason to do that. So yeah, give the people self-driving cars, because it can't be worse than what we got. All right, let's get some fertilizer for these. All this fertilizer, we need to get a cabin in the woods so we can become the Unabomber. I think he used fertilizer. That'd make the most sense. We need to water those. Can we get into the sewer from here? We can. I still can't believe that cop found us in the sewer. Don't look in here. There's nothing interesting going on in here, I promise you. It's just normal hotel business. I'm not doing drugs, I'm having sex with a shady hooker. Well, I'm not making drugs, I'm probably doing drugs is definitely shady motel business. You ever stayed in a shady motel? I have. On several occasions. Not necessarily like willfully. It was more out of necessity. Not ideal. Not the worst thing in the world, but not ideal. I had a friend, a coworker, who we all traveled out of town to a work conference together. And I was at a different hotel than my friends were at, but I was at a nice hotel and they were also at a nice hotel that were within walking distance of one another. And then this third friend, like this one coworker, went and got a cheap hotel on his own. But he ended up being so like distraught over the quality of the hotel that he ended up just abandoning his motel. I don't even think it was a proper hotel. I think it was just a motel. He ended up abandoning it and just going and sleeping on like the couch of the Airbnb that some of my friends were staying at, which is hilarious. And we still tease him about it to this day. All right. Money-wise, we're doing all right now. We can finally deposit some more. We got 6 more seeds. How much time we got? We got still a good 45 minutes or so. Yeah, I mean, we want to get that warehouse. I guess we should just buy it now. We have enough to fund our margins, and Benji's sitting on like at least 3 or 4K. Like, at least. Probably more than that, for being realistic. So let's go buy the warehouse and start moving stuff into it. Because that does seem like it's going to be... Or not the warehouse, the storage unit. Mini warehouse. It's a car wash. Is that another money laundering thing? I don't understand why we need to launder money. Like, are they going to come for me on, like, taxes or something? You're gonna start raising questions when I start spending too much money, I guess. It's probably true. If I bought a car, they'd be like, where did you get the $50,000 that you bought this car with? I'm like, sir, why don't you not ask questions? Yeah, buy the storage unit. Okay, we still got a decent amount of money to our name. Where's the storage unit? It's right there. That's actually pretty conveniently located. And it's right next to the shop. Oh, that's great. How big is it going to be is a question. Oh, I forgot about the casino, dude. We can go to the casino. Hold on. Gamba. Increase bet $25. Crank that shit. This is stupid. Gambling's stupid. Storage unit over here. Stash and dash. This one here? Okay. Little dark. A little bit dingier than I was hoping for, but it does have a has a delivery spot. Relatively. Hello? I wish this would close. Like, this feels very open and vulnerable. I'd like to be able to enter through this door alone, but oh, there's a light. Okay. Well, this is definitely going to be a better grow space than our other one. So tomorrow we will work on transporting all of our stuff from the hotel over there. I could probably be expanding my network of people, like, of dealers as well, but I don't think we have quite the volume of product to be moving for that yet. Oh, I am carrying around seeds. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Excuse me. When you're ready, please what? Oh, okay. I like how polite he is because we're on such good terms. He's run out of product. Really? You moved all that? All right, well, let's go pay Herbert because I don't want him to get upset at me. He's currently my weed dealer, man. And I need him and I to have a good relationship. Instant delivery. Okay. So let's start by moving all of this stuff, though we are going to need to move one of these shelves so we can transfer things. This is turning into like Subnautica. We're in Subnautica, like you have to move things, but you have to have the actual space to move things out. Yeah, you still got plenty of product. I'm like, there's no way you're out of product. Not a fucking chance. Okay. Let's do this. How do I... There we go. Take this shelf. Close the door. And we just begin the slow and somewhat tedious process of transferring this all over. Or at least begin the process of transferring it, because I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Like, we're going to have lots of other things that we need to bring over here in the meantime, so we should harvest our supply. Go and drop that off back at home. Do we want to package and grow in the same place? Do we want to keep packaging somewhere else? I'm trying to decide. It feels like from an efficiency standpoint, well, maybe not. Maybe we do want to package and grow in separate places. One, in case the cops bust us. I don't know if that's a possibility, but it's worth keeping in mind. But also, if we don't have space dedicated for packaging, then we can have more space for growing. You know? I almost did these all one by one, forgetting that they stack. Okay. Most of that cleared out, so we can see how much space we have. And we do need to figure out, before we plant the plants again, we can buy some of the, like, area waterers, you know? And I don't know how exactly they need to be positioned for that. I don't know if that's, like, every other space or what. Kind of think maybe like that. Just aesthetically, I'm trying to figure out what would make the most sense. That. Okay, so we can potentially buy some more, but we should figure out what those other things look like first. We also need, what's up, bud? Better watch yourself. You didn't see shit. Let's go and look at these, like, soil and water distributor things. See how much they are, see how they work. Pot sprinkler. Adjacent pot or grow tent. Okay, let's buy one of these and see how it works first. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Oh, no, that's not where I wanted to go. It's up here. Thought he was taking a picture. No, he's just smoking a fat blunt. Okay. Oh, I see. That's what those little holes are for. Okay. Might have to reassess my approach to structuring space. But then I'd have to buy one for each of them. Do I have to fill this with the watering can? Certainly not, right? No, that's just like... That's just it. I guess. So theoretically, I should have two for each of these. The water is just an efficiency saving thing. I'm wondering if the soil is, like, is that just free soil if I buy one of those? Or do I have to also buy the soil? Because that's an important question. Spacing on that doesn't quite work out. Which is annoying. Annoying. Guess it would be better to do it like that. No, actually, I still need 2 spaces in between, right? Oh yeah, I'm a silly boy. Guess I'll need 2 for each of this. Like one for each side of each one, you know? So like that. I can get 3 there. Except I place that one facing the wrong way. Okay, so this actually does work out spatially. And I can get a couple more. Be kind of awkward to put them there, though. I feel like that's good shelf space. Wow, weirdly, this is almost like a downgrade in spacing. Very awkward, at very least. Yeah. Not sure where to put this one. Because if I want to add more things on the sides, then it needs to be somewhere. Maybe like right. Yeah, right there is probably fine. I'm still gonna need to be a little bit more efficient with my space. God, that's gonna be a lot of money to invest in these things. But I think, like I said, I think that these are going to continue to, I hope that these are going to continue to be valuable. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pawn them off for like a fraction of what I bought them all for. But I need 8 or 7 more water things and 8 soil things. Good Lord. I don't even know if we're going to be able to afford all that. What we should do is we should at least buy a few soil things. Let's buy 3 soil things and 2 more pot sprinklers. Ah, yes, of course. Why would it fit everything? So here we get to see if it fills them with soil. It's probably just normal soil, but that's okay if that's okay if it's just like free. Though it doesn't seem like it is. So what the hell is the point? I guess it makes it so I don't have to do the little mini game. That's what it is. That's what all of these do, is it just makes it slightly more convenient. I guess I shouldn't be buying more. I should be going and picking up what I already have. So it's getting dark. Some of the soil. I'm actually okay with that because at least it allows me to continue to use the high efficiency soil, or the extra long life soil. And so it really cuts down on the amount of tedium, even though, I mean, doing it once in a while is not that bad. Oh, and this is just a click. Well, that's nice. Should have brought a storage thing with me. And that just dispenses the soil. So it does. Okay, okay. Well, it's going to be a valuable investment in the long run. Let's get home. It's about to be curfew. Bump, 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 bump. Can we go in the arcade? No. Bummer. All we can do is gamble. That's no fun. Who wants to do that? Gross. So I guess some of this will be moving to our new house. And some of this will be moving to the warehouse. Though, are we keeping... I think we decided that we're going to keep this as the packaging and brewing station. So some of this does need to stay here, actually. But we can probably get away with at least moving one of the... we should just buy another shelf. We should... I don't know why I'm being so precious about the whole thing. That's the real answer here. And fuck it, let's buy a large shelf. Yeah. Or even a locker? A locker's got to have lots of storage, right? Oh. Let's buy a locker. Let's see what that's like. Is that good? 6 slots? I don't think that's as good as a large shelf. Maybe I'm wrong. Whatever, let's put some of that in there. I forget, did I need to... No, the sprinkler doesn't have to be filled, I don't think. No, it doesn't. Cool. So that's just here as a reserve. Lockers are 6 spaces. Trying to see how that compares to a large shelf. I feel like that's smaller than a large shelf. Which might be the case, but large shelves are 1 more space, like, in the world. Right? Because this is a large shelf. Yeah, large shelves have 8, but they take up more lateral space. So, whereas I think a locker is slightly more space efficient than, well, I don't know. I feel like it's still 2 spots. I don't know if there's any value to that as compared to a large storage rack. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Take some of this. Just moving things around a touch. We got a bed. Can we put that there? Yeah. We can keep all of our supplies kind of accessible to us. Actually, it might be So here, let's put back some of these back over here. That's going to be the product shelf. This is going to be the, well, no, the product shelf should be the largest one. This is going to be the raw materials shelf. This will be the product shelf. This can be miscellaneous items for crafting purposes, for like enhancement purposes. And then I guess trash bags in case we need them. We can take the bed. I feel like we want to... No, we probably want to leave that one light here. Both of these, in fact. Oh, my TV's off. Or on backwards. That's funny. We have a bed. Let's go drop these off at our new place. Kind of christen it a little bit. I think I want to make the... Because I don't think there's another house that we can buy. There's no, like, mansion. There's nothing, no, like, more luxurious location that we can purchase currently. The barn might be pretty nice, but that's a good ways off of where we're at right now, money-wise. So we're going to move in here to a nice little one-bedroom apartment. With our scary bedroom. We'll put our bed right there. And we're gonna put the TV. No, we'll put the TV in the living room. This is where you want the TV. But you gotta position it right there. I think that's probably... Yeah, it's a... Well, no, the feng shui's off on that. Because you don't want people walking in or near... where you're watching TV. So we'll have a couch here, and people will enter behind it. That'll be good. Yay! Our house. We moved in. Huzzah! Now what? Now what are we doing? Hello? Run! Trying to think. I mean, Benji's moving our product for us, so he's kind of got that taken care of for the moment. He's out there making us money. I guess we can package some more stuff. Oh no, we need to continue moving and kind of. Did we move everything out of that one place? Out of the hotel? The motel? Motel 6? Motel Sex? If you're having sex in a Motel 6, you need to reevaluate your life choices. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean. I'm just telling it as it is. No need to waste... Oh, that wasn't even on. Where's the light coming from? Oh, it's my flashlight. Fertilizer. Then we got that, which I guess can go like right there. I guess that's 6. Takes up 2 spots. This is 6. Takes up 2 spots. I guess it's just aesthetic. I'm wondering if there's like a functional difference, but okay, so we need a lot more sprinklers, a lot more soil dispensers. Fertilizer is still going to kind of be a little bit annoying. But it is what it is. Just have to invest the money in all this. We also need to deposit some more money into the bank. Keep an eye out for an ATM. I think there's one down here. gives us some more buy-in powder. So we bought 2 of the watering things, so I think we need 6 more. Oh, the lockers can be assigned to employees. I see. Pre-honed toilet? Gross. We can get a coffee table. Some end tables. We got the TV. So we want... We need 6 and 6. That's real expensive. That's real expensive, but let's do it. Hopefully this doesn't come to bite us in the ass. Will definitely help alleviate some of the tedium of things. I'm 1 short. Means I'm going to be 1 short for this too, huh? No, I have 1 extra of the soil pourers. Ah. Well. That's a shame, but oh well. Can I not store that in there? Oh. Need 1 more water thing. Probably gonna need some more soil, but we don't really have the money for that right now. Curfew starts in 16 minutes? What? Seems very early. The sun's still up. Okay. 1 more sprinkler. We're back to baby bitch boy money. We're no longer rolling big. Oh, oh. Oh shit. I wasted that soil. That's annoying. I'm surprised it let me do that. Have to be more careful. Wasted a little bit of money there. I'm surprised lighting is not more of a thing. I guess these tents are designed to light themselves, so that makes sense. But I was thinking that I was gonna have to have like grow lights and all sorts of different components. Did I use all my soil? I guess I did. Do we want to put anything in there? No, we don't, because we don't have enough fertilizer for it, so we will wait. And I think we're under curfew right now. Well, it still says 16 minutes. That was country music that I was singing. That's how I sing country music. Oh, we gotta go to our other place. I guess there's a bed here too, but gotta get in the habit of actually going to our normal house. It's kind of spooky. It would be funny if they just put like the Mothman in this game, unprompted. It's just like some horrific beast. forgot there were games on that. Oh, all right. I'm a bit tired, so we'll call it just a few minutes early. But thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you being here. You might even be asleep, and that's okay. So, I will not be here on Wednesday. I don't think. I'm gonna try and do some stream work. But I will be here on Friday. And I think we're going to be playing Little Nightmares on Friday. So that's something to look forward to. All right. Well, you guys have a good evening. Sleep well, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.